Assalamualaikum and hi to madam. My name is Wan Muhammad Debit Ahmad Kamil and my matrix number 01DIB22F2025. Today I am going to talk about the definition of a debit card. So what is a debit card? Debit cards are a practical tool for everyday spending, offering both convenience and control over your finances. The reason for this statement is because almost everyone in this world possesses their own debit card, and they do use it for their day-to-day activity almost every single day. Next, a debit card is a payment card that allows you to access funds directly from your bank account. So whenever you're using your debit card, that card of yours will allow you to access to your funds directly, and all those money will come from your current bank account, meaning that the one that you are currently using. After that, when you make a purchase with a debit card, the money is withdrawn directly from your checking account. Just like what I've just said before, that debit card of yours will only allow you to access to your current checking account's funds and not the other one, just the one that has been linked to your debit card. And last but not least, there are three types of transactions that can be made by using a debit card, which are point of sale, which can also be known as POS, online transactions, and ATM withdrawals. Okay, moving on. Now I'm going to briefly explain about the examples of debit cards. There are 5 primary examples for debit cards, which are local bank debit cards, international bank debit cards, prepaid debit cards, online and digital debit cards, and mobile wallet debit cards. Now I'm going to start with the first one, which is local bank debit cards. These cards are issued by local banks and can be used primarily within the country, but for this case, the country itself being Malaysia. They allow you to access funds directly from your bank account for purchases or ATM withdrawals. One of those debit cards that fall under this category are CIMB debit card, Maybank debit card, and Public Bank debit card. Now for the second one is international bank debit cards. These cards can be used for transactions both domestically and internationally. They typically offer features like currency conversion and are accepted at a wide range of international merchants. At least there are 2 examples for this specific type of debit cards, and they are Visa and MasterCard debit cards and Union Pay debit cards. Now for the third one is prepaid debit cards. These cards are preloaded with a specific amount of money. They can be used until the balance runs out and are not linked to a bank account, making them useful for budgeting or gifting. And one of the 2 examples for this specific type of debit cards are general purpose reloadable cards and touch and go e-wallet card. Now for the fourth example, which is online and digital debit cards. These cards are used for online purchases and may be issued as virtual cards. They offer enhanced security features and can be managed through banking apps or websites. 2 of the examples for this type of debit cards are PayPal debit card and BigPay. Now for the last example, which is the 5th one, it is mobile wallet debit cards. These are linked to mobile wallet app that is inside of your phone, allowing you to make payments via your smartphone only. They can be used in stores or online, providing convenience and often enhance security through tokenization. 3 of the examples for this specific type of debit cards are Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Samsung Pay. And all these apps are the apps that you can find inside of your phone. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Madam Sharifah. My name is Muhammad Faris bin Hamizat. My matric number is 01AB22F2029. Today I will explain about a function of debit card. We go through it to the first points. The first point, we have a payment for purchase. A debit cards allow user to pay for good and service. bought in the physical stores and online, the amount spent is directly deducted from the user's bank account. Example, if you buy a groceries for RM100 using your debit card at a supermarket, the amount will be immediately deducted from your bank account balance. Number 2, we have a cash withdrawal. Debit card can be used to withdraw cash from ATMs. This is a convenient way to access physical money directly from your bank account. Example, if you need RM200 in cash, you can go to the nearest ATM, insert your debit card, and withdraw the amount directly from your account. Number 3, we have a direct access to the funds. The debit card gives users direct access to the money in the bank account without having to physically go to the bank. It can be used for purchases, withdrawals, and other financial transactions. Example, when you're traveling and need to make a purchase, you can use your debit card at any store that accepts it without worrying about carrying a large amount of cash. Number 4, we have a transaction security. Debit card transactions are secured by PIN input or other form of authentication such as two-factor authentications or biometrics to ensure the safety of your account and money. Example, when you make a purchase online, you may be required to enter a one-time password (OTP) sent to your mobile phones for added security, ensuring that only you can authorize those transactions. Last but not least, number 5, we have a limited to available balance. Debit card holder can only spend what is available in their accounts, which help to prevent overspending, unlike credit cards that's no borrowing involved. Example, if you have RM500 in your bank account and try to make a purchase of RM600, the transaction will be declined because the available balance is not enough to cover the cost. That's all. Next, I will give to the Vidya.
Hello and a very good morning to everyone and Puan Sharifah. My name is Vidya Sri. My number metric is 01DIB22F2030. Today, I will be explaining about advantages of debit card. First, we have spending within limits. A debit card is linked directly to your bank account. When you make a purchase, funds are immediately deducted from your available balance. This means you can only spend what you have, which helps prevent overspending and running into debt. Example scenario, if you go shopping for clothes and have around RM100 in your checking account, you can't spend more than that. This forces you to stay within your budget, unlike a credit card where you could spend more and worry about the payment later. My second point is no interest fees. Debit cards don't charge interest since you are not borrowing money. You are simply using the funds available in your account. For example, imagine paying for a 1,000 ringgit laptop with a debit card. This payment comes directly from your account balance with no extra fees. With a credit card, you might have to pay interest if the balance is not settled by the due date. Next, my third point is ease of use. Debit cards are widely accepted by retailers, both online and in store. They are also very convenient because you don't need to carry cash or checks. Most debit cards work wherever major credit cards like Visa or MasterCard are accepted. For example, you go to a restaurant, enjoy your meal, and when it's time to pay, you quickly just swipe your debit card. It's fast and you don't have to worry about carrying the right amount of cash or waiting for change. Moving on with my fourth point is control over budgeting. Since the money comes directly from your account, you can easily monitor your spending and manage your budget. For example, let's say after purchasing an item through online, you immediately see the deduction from your bank balance. This real-time tracking helps you avoid overspending. The final point is security. Most debit cards are protected against unauthorized transactions if lost or stolen, especially when they are part of major networks like Visa or MasterCard. Example, if your debit card is lost during a trip, you can report it, and most banks will freeze the account and refund any fraudulent charges. made after the report. Thank you.
So hi everyone, my name is Sivashankar Chalasio, my matric number 01 DIB22F2006. Today I'm going to present about disadvantage of debit cards. So I will give 5 points of the disadvantage. The first one, we're going to see the limited funds of the debit cards lah. So debit cards are like tied to your checking amount. So your spending is limited to the money you currently have available. So unlike your credit cards, which offer a credit limited, you can't spend more than that's in your account. So if you are low on the funds, like this could be prevently like you from making an unnecessary purchase in emergency lah. So the second point is lack or rewards. So lack or rewards, like for example, like unlike credit cards that often to offer rewards like points, cashback, or travel packs, like that. So but in debit cards generally don't provide such innovative. So this can be mean you like miss out on the potential benefit when you making regularly purchase lah. So the third point is lower fund protection. Lower fund protection, like while using the debit cards, like they have some fund protection, but they don't have often the same level of security as a credit card last. So if someone's again unauthorized access, your cards like and make those transaction, the money and immediately withdraw from your account. So this can be like currently like a significant financial loss. So significant financial stress, or as it's make to your days or even the weekends recover stolen funds. So that's the lower fund protections. And the fourth point is overdraft fee. Overdraft fee is like if you like attempt to spend more than what's able to your account, the bank limit mind to still approve the transaction, but change of the overdraft fees like often effectively sums like repeated overdrafts can be lead to more fees or making debit card storage usage or like more expensive if not closely monitored lah. And last point is no credit buildings. Like unlike a credit card as transaction which repeated that the credit like bureaus like you can help to improve your credit scores, or debit cards like don't contribute to your credit history. So this means that the responsible debit card use won't help you establish or improve your debit scores for the future loans, so or debit needs lah. So this is of the disadvantage if you're using a debit cards. So yeah, this from me. Thank you.